This is by far the craziest review I've ever done.
Hey, it's Paul here on The Friendly Viewer. On this channel, we do a ton of tech and gadget reviews, so make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can watch more videos just like this one. In this video, we'll be checking out the LitraTorch, the LitraTorch 2.0, as well as the LitraPro. Litra was nice enough to send me the 2.0 as well as the Pro. I already had the previous version. Before we begin, check out the description below for any updates since I post the video, as well as a link so you can get these for yourself. Now let's go check it out. This turned out to be a long review, jam-packed with information, tests, and entertainment. If you're crunched for time, you can jump ahead to the section you want to see. If not, just sit back and watch. The first thing that I want to talk about are the accessories that came with these different units, because there's quite a few of them. USB-A to, I believe, micro USB cables. My favorite accessory is the diffuser. Feel to be silicone, they're squishy, so they're not gonna break if they hit against something. Just push it on the front of them and they go into place, and they're pretty secure, and this is gonna help diffuse the light and make it not so bright. And speaking of them being bright, there is a warning that comes with them that says, one, they can get hot if you leave them on for a long time. And number two, they are super bright, so you never want to look directly into them or get your eye close to them or stare at them for a long period of time. Any of that stuff, do not do that because that can cause some issues with your eyes. The next accessories allow you to mount it to the camera, and that's the cold shoe adapters. The LitraTorches have a 1/4 inch hole on the bottom and the back of them, and the Pro on the side and bottom of it so you can mount it. The next accessory, GoPro mounts. A lot of people will have GoPros that are using these because these are pretty much hardened light. The next one comes only with the torches, and it's the belt clip. The belt clip simply snaps onto the back. Again, which only comes with the torches, are smartphone magnetic mounts. They look like this. There's stickers on the back, and how they work, the back of the torches are magnetic. And you can see the Gen 2 here, as well as the Gen 1. Don't leave the Pro out though. The Pro does have another accessory that didn't come with the torches, a zipper bag for it. If you want to protect, say, the front of it and make sure it doesn't get all scratched up. I think that's enough about these accessories. Let's go check out how they work. I'm gonna go through the functionality super quick because these are super simple to use. The LitraTorch Gen 1 as well as the Gen 2.0, they both have a button on the top. One is flat, one is raised. Maybe it's a little easier to find the raised one. All you do is you push the button to put it in low mode. If you want to turn it off at any point, you hold in the buttons and it turns off. If you want to change through the mode, you hit it once, low, hit it again, medium, hit it again, high, hit it again, strobe, and hit it again, and it's off. That is all the functionality that you need to know. You'll notice a difference between these. There are different LEDs on the front, and you can see that they changed these to make them just like the Pros. This one is BiColor, which means you're gonna be able to change the color temperature, and it's really cool. Moving over to the Pro, there is an on button on it. You simply hit that button to turn it on. There is a display on the top, which I'll zoom in here, but you can change it from 5% in 5% increments all the way to 100%, which is very bright. You can change the color temperature from all the way up to 6,000, which is a nice bluish, kind of a wintry blue, all the way down, and you'll watch it as it goes, to 3,000 Kelvin, which is a very warm yellowish color, kind of like the background back there, but that's actually real yellow. It also is going to show you the Bluetooth status as well as the battery status. And why is there a Bluetooth status? Well, it's because you can control it with an app. So what we're going to do here is change the features here, so you can see I can change the brightness on here, and it's very responsive. You can change the color temperature remotely, and it's very responsive as well on that. You can also just hit blackout to turn it off super quick, and then you can power it off, but as soon as you power it off, you have to go back to the device to power it back on. Another thing you can do on here is change the strobe. You can have presets, or you can group them together. You just use the group to change the settings all at once, kind of like I do with these LifeX bulbs that are behind me, and I can change the color temperature and such. So that's pretty handy and pretty nice. I'm going to show you the power off button, which it turns off the whole unit, but there's no way to turn it back on once that happens because it obviously has to be off again. These things can be used for indirect lighting in a studio. I've actually been using the Gen 1 back here in the corner. Let me show you. What happens if you want to use these for your complete lighting setup? So I can turn off all these different things. I just shot this and I accidentally left some lights on back there. Whoops. So we're going to try this again. So we're going to start with just the Pro. And you can see as the camera adjusts to that, and I have it up on my phone. This is at 20% and it is plenty bright. Let's go all the way down. At 5%, this really isn't too bad, and this is gonna last a long time on the batteries. I can change the color temperature, so if I wanted a warmer look, which is a super yellow, but maybe get into something more realistic here, maybe 4,300 Kelvin. Now let's move it back to 5,700 Kelvin, which is what matches the other LitraTorches that I'm gonna show you. Let's add in the Gen 2.0. So now I'm lit from both sides with this Gen 2. We can pump it up to medium, and now I'm getting very well lit, or pump it up all the way to the highest setting, and now I am completely illuminated. Pro facing me, and now I pretty much have a full studio lighting setup. Let's go check out how robust and hardened these things really are. These are all hardened lights, which means they can withstand a lot of rugged conditions. I don't think this is a good enough test, so let's go try it in some extreme cold conditions.